Waldron is a psychological operations officer in information and electronic warfare. He said his team has been studying voting machine manipulations since 2018. Waldron said the voting systems used in this election were built to be manipulated and were used in stolen elections around the world in Venezuela, Argentina, Italy, and Singapore. Referring to this year's vote data, he spoke of spike anomalies, which are events where the numerical amount of votes processed in a time period is not feasible or mechanically possible under normal circumstances. This is based off a specified rate of speed at which these machines can process or image ballots.
Yes, and when you look at this entire curve with all these spikes, can you calculate how much of a vote that accounted for Biden and how much for Trump?
Close to 600,000. I think our figures are about 570 some odd thousand that all those spikes represented over time.
For Biden?
Correct.
And how much for Trump?
I think it was a little over 3,200.
Olivia Jane Winters, a minority poll inspector, also gave her testimony.
I'm actually I'm a registered Democrat, and I just wanted to help and make sure it was a fair election. I don't care who wins. I care that it's a fair election.
Winters said she was immediately met with hostility from all of the workers. When someone tried to return a mail-in ballot and vote in person, this required a signature from the judge of elections. But the judge of elections, who was not supposed to leave the building, had gone home for 45 minutes. Winters was confronted by a poll watcher and committee man who told her anyone could sign the affidavit and began to admonish her, saying,
why don't you stop trying to cause problems? Why don't you shut up? Started getting in my face, cursing at me, telling me that I needed to be quiet, that I didn't know what I was talking about, and I should just learn to sit down and not say anything and just let it happen.
Others testified as well, citing anomalies like USB sticks in voting machines. A poll watcher said that more than 2 is unusual, and while officials deny the allegations, 47 are currently missing. Another said that stacks of hundreds of blank mail-in ballots were used to fix ballots that could not be read. Nobody was there to oversee this. Senator Doug Mastriano concluded the public hearing by saying the truth is out there. He said that history was changed in 1863 in Gettysburg, so on this day, history is changing for our country and this state, back at Gettysburg once again.
From the jaws of an alligator, Richard Wilbanks saves his dog from the jaws of an